I stream earlier than this. Sometimes I stream around like 7 my time, but it's like 6 my time, so it's like too early for like my last call that I usually do, but like way later than I usually stream. Today I went to Shinjuku. I don't know why this like one little hair sticking up is bothering me. Whatever. I think I just made it worse. Yeah, I made it worse. Anyways, today I went to Shinjuku. I went to the national garden there, the Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, which was fun. It was very crowded, but I've never been there during the springtime before. I've actually only been there once before, which was when we first moved to Japan. So it was cool to like go and visit, but like at a completely different time of year that I'm not used to. I feel like I have like my whole schedule and like everything I'm supposed to be doing all turned around in my head in a sense, because like over the past couple days I haven't been feeling my best, and I feel like I'm like I don't know, like putting in extra effort to keep up with everything. And then the other thing is like I'm pushing a lot on the channel, like I'm trying to like get more videos edited like in the background. I think I showed you guys that yesterday, something like that. So I'm trying to like push so that I can get more good content out to everybody. um yeah, so maybe I'm burning myself out a little bit. Anyways, I went to Shinjuku. That was cool. It was kind of busy there. It's been windy all day. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you hear that? Yeah, it's been windy all day. I don't know if you can hear the wind in the background, but it's been windy all day. So I was very happy. I had my mic with me. I pretty much like walked around the park for a while until I realized okay, this is like the last call. I need to get back and go home on the train. Usually I avoid hi rush hour trains in Japan. Hello. Because they're so crowded and you usually end up having to stand up. So that's like more tiring. But today I ended up having to take the rush hour train because that's just like how it fell within my schedule. And I think like on the way home I ended up pretty much sitting down the whole time, so that was fine. But I haven't been to Shinjuku in a while, so it was nice to explore over there. I was seeing like some stuff that I haven't seen before or haven't noticed before. So I like marked some stuff on my maps like that I like to go back and see. Like there's a place, they have like a capsule hotel slash like an onsen thing that was like on the way to the park. So I want to go back and check that out. And then also there's some like there's like an area between the Shinjuku station and the Shinjuku Gyoen National Park where there's just like it's hard to describe. It's kind of like alleyways. It's like a busy like alley area, like kind of underpass area. So I'll probably end up going back over there and exploring. And then on the way to Shinjuku, I passed by Harajuku Station, and I was thinking that would be another cool place to record, but I feel like it's even more crowded there. So like sometimes navigating the crowd can be tricky because like if you're trying to get like a shot for a video and like people are like kind of like pushing you along, that can be kind of tricky to get the shots. But it's Harajuku is a nice area. Like I think it's like interesting. Like I remember like in high school hearing a couple of songs like referencing Harajuku fashion, and I don't think it disappoints. Like I feel like people there dress kind of like edgy or cutesy or unique. So I feel like that would be fun to show. And then also I've noticed there's a lot of like vegan food there. I think the vegan donut shop that we went to a while ago is there. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to find that. It's like in one of the videos that we did. and I don't remember which one. I'll have to look it up and like show which one and share it with you guys. But there's a vegan donut shop that's somewhere around there. I'm vegetarian, so I'm always looking for like vegan and vegetarian food. Hi. So that area is usually a good place to get good food. Also, probably Roppongi is a really good area to get vegan or vegetarian food. Today I also passed by Egg Slut. I don't know if you've heard of Egg Slut before, but they're actually really good. They're like a, I think, offshoot of Shogun Burger, and they're really good. So, but I didn't stop. I didn't have time to stop because I was on a mission. Because usually if I'm going to go to Tokyo and either live stream there or record there, I try and like leave early in the morning, probably like a little bit after rush hour. So like I feel like people kind of like rush for the trains between 5 and 9 here, because I live kind of like rurally. I live in the countryside. So I feel like people between 5 and 9, people are kind of like rushing for wherever they're going. So if I leave around 6 from my station, by the time I get to Tokyo, things are kind of like leveled out. Because it takes a while to get to Tokyo from where I live. So usually that's a sweet spot. But yeah. Today I was mid-rush for everything. I left around noon from Shiori, station, and that took me like a little bit over 2 hours to get to the park, and then I had to go all the way back home, and that was a rush. So that's what I did in regards to that. And then there were these flowers there that were blooming. Like there's still a few sakura that are blooming there, but most of them are not. Like there's something else, and I don't know what those flowers are. I need to like look up what they are, because I don't think they're regular like sakura blossoms. Like they're like bigger and like more of like a deep dusty pink. So I was really curious about those. But I feel like I was just kind of not rushing, but kind of like really budgeting my time today, because I knew I didn't have like forever out there. So I just, I don't know, got my shoot done and then went back home. But I played Animal Crossing on the train, so that was fun. But that was my day so far. I don't know if anybody has anything to add. Sometimes I go into story mode and then I don't check the chat. If anyone has anything to add, please let me know. But yeah, that's been my day so far. I got home, I already cooked dinner, so that's done. Sometimes I'll stream while I'm making food, but today I already cooked. And then I think probably I'm going to try and get back into exercising more frequently. So I'm going to try and see if I can like work out tonight before going to bed, because I've been kind of skipping. Like before the holidays, I was doing really good, but now as things are starting to warm up, like I don't know what happened. I think the holidays messed me up when it came to like exercising and stuff. And then my dog passed away like right before Christmas, and I feel like that kind of like really put me off from pretty much everything in general. So like I think that's probably when I really got away from exercising more. Cause I would always walk him in the mornings and at night, and I feel like that kind of had me more in the mindset to do that. And then also I had my marathon in November, so I kind of had to have some consistency in November because I didn't want to like go into that with no training. But now I need to get back into exercising. I feel like it would help with the like constant tiredness that I've been dealing with. But one thing at a time. I have my water, so that's good. I'm gonna get like I think a filter thing, like we used to have like a Brita filter when I was like younger, but I don't know if they have that here in Japan. I don't know. I think it would be smart to get a filter, because I feel like I'm always getting the like water jugs, and they're just like heavy and kind of inconvenient. So that's what I've been doing. I think later on today I'm going to end up editing a lot because I have been shooting, but I haven't been editing it. So I did the shoot today. What else do I have to edit? We have a cooking class that I recorded that I need to edit. And there's something else, and I'm not remembering what it is right now, that I haven't edited yet. Oh yeah, I went to the Tokyo Sky Tree because they were gonna do like the Sakura Sky Tree event or something like that. But I felt like it was a little bit disappointing, to be completely honest. And I feel like one time visiting the Tokyo Sky Tree is enough. Like the first time I visited, I was like, oh, this is so cool. You can see it like all over the city. And like I think we visited at night. Yeah, I think it was nighttime the first time I visited. So it was really nice, especially if it's a mostly clear night. You have a really good view of Tokyo. So I think it's worthwhile to do it like one time. But like every time since then that I've gone and visited, it's been less and less fun. And there's things to do in that building besides going to the top of the sky tree. But lately it's just been so busy, like overwhelmingly busy. Um it's like people, like I don't know, like yelling loudly to each other, like screaming kids, people with no deodorant. Sometimes it's really hot in there because like there's so many people in one area. So like the last time I went, when I went to, I want to say it was a 350th floor or something like that. They have more than one level. So when I went to the first observation deck, it was really hot in there and there was like a ton of people in there. And then when I went to the second level of the observation, like the highest point of the sky tree, like the room was cooler. Like you could feel the air in the room was a lot cooler and there was fewer people up there because you have to pay for a separate ticket. Um you have to pay for a separate ticket to go to the top part of the sky tree, or you have to pay for a all-inclusive ticket that includes both levels. So basically you have to pay extra to go up to the top. And so I think some people were just like, it's fine, I'll just go to like the base level observation deck and then that's it, and that's all I'll pay for. And I think that's what a lot of people were doing, but it was so hot in there. And there's like, I just, like the last time I went, it was like so hot. I got off the elevator. There's a kid screaming like as soon as I got off the elevator, like at the top of their lungs, and like people were not sharing like the like little, they had like little photo ops set up, and like people were just like cutting each other in line. Some areas people were, but like certain of the smaller areas, I feel like people were just like not being patient. All that to say, it was pretty. Um, it was like a nice view. I feel like if it's your first time in Tokyo, I see why you would want to go. I think it's worth it to go one time, especially if they're doing a seasonal event. But for me, like the behind the scenes of it, like, you know, personally, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. Um, and I don't like to be like, you know, okay, I'm just gonna complain about everything about it, but like I was like, gosh, this is very, very busy. So yeah, that was that. The cooking class that we just did, I haven't edited that at all, but I pretty much like just let it roll, just let it record like the whole thing, and we learned some Japanese cooking skills from a master who's like inherited the restaurant from like his great grandfather, I think. So that was cool. That was fun. I feel like even though usually in my house I'm the one that does the cooking, my husband was substantially better at cooking during the class than I was. Like a lot better, because he kept on getting complimented, and I was just like in the background, just like, okay, I'm mixing. Not doing very well. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I would definitely do that again. And yeah, the park today was really nice. It was nice weather, windy. After a point, it got a little bit warm, but other than that, it was nice. It was worthwhile to visit. Um, I actually really like visiting gardens in Tokyo because I feel like if you get overwhelmed by all the crowds, or if you are the type of person that doesn't love super crowded areas, the parks are a good way to like relax and like take a break. And I think it's really nice to see like today when I went, I was seeing people that are like in their work clothes, like slowing down and like taking in the like natural beauty. And the best part, at one point, there was like a trail that I was walking along, and I saw a crane, and I got my everyone saw the crane kind of at the same time. I saw it. I think I saw it first, and then this other lady was like, "Oh, look, a crane!" And so then she had like a whole tour group behind her. So like that's something else that's like popular that you see in like places like Tokyo, Kamakura, like other places where like people tend to visit a lot. There will be like a tour guide, and they'll have like a little flag, and they'll hold it over their head, and then everybody who's part of their tour group will be like following them around like ducks, following like the mother duck. Like they'll just have like little flag, and it'll be like bright red, or it'll have like, I don't know, tour information on it, and people would just follow that person. So she was like, "Oh, look, a crane." And so her group decided to go straight ahead to get closer to the crane, but I went off to the side because the crane was kind of like facing me, and I got a shot of the crane flying, and I was so happy because it actually, I don't even know why it did this. Like it was so trippy. The crane was facing me, and then instead of walking closer to where everybody else was, it walked closer to me, and then it flew like across like the way. I don't know how much of it flying I got, but like I definitely got like the moment it spread its wings to fly, and I was like, that is crazy. I feel like even if I had gone back like every day of the week, that shot probably would have been impossible to like recreate. So that was like my favorite moment of the entire day while I was there. Yep. And they had a Starbucks inside of the park, which I don't remember the last time I was there. I don't think it's always been there. Maybe it has though. Cuz I think the last time we went, we kind of like stayed more so in the Japanese garden side, and there's like another area like you can walk to, and I don't even know if we walked down that way. Because the first time we visited the Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, um, we visited in October, and at that point it was very cold in Tokyo, so it wasn't going to be like super comfortable to like walk around. Because that was like end of October, it's for like Halloween, so it was too cold to wander around really. But we visited during like the afternoon, so we got a little bit of sunshine, and then after that, like once it started getting cooler, we left. But that was fun. That's what I did today. I just wanted to like hop in live and like kind of like let you guys know, give you guys an update. That's why I didn't stream around 11 Japan time, which is when I usually stream. Instead, I streamed now because I was doing that. And I'm probably gonna edit up everything that I like recorded. So hopefully all of those videos will be available soon. I don't even know what order I'm gonna upload them yet. But that's what I did today. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm still not feeling my best, so I feel like it's kind of like harder to focus than it should be. So I feel like now is as good a time as any to sign out. As always, if you join the lives and you like the live streams, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because although I try to stick to somewhat of a schedule, It does help if you turn on the notification if you really enjoy the live streams. And if you just in general want to see what's going on, or you want to see like long form content, subscribing and hitting the notification doesn't hurt for that either. But anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. If there's anything that I missed that you wanted to talk about, or if you have questions about, you can always use the community page on the channel, because I've been posting there more often and I'm seeing some comments back. But if you have anything specific that you're wondering, like if you have a request for a video, you have questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to share, the community area is where I recommend putting it, because I check it. So if there's something specific that you want to say or share, please go there and I will try my best to read your comment and respond to it quickly. But that's pretty much all I had to say today. It's really nice to get to hang out with you guys. I always appreciate that. And I will see you guys later. Bye!